Good morning. Welcome to Yellow Brick Road Reselling. My name is Tamara, and here I flip goodies on eBay, Mercari, Etsy, Poshmark, Amazon, Kidizen, Facebook. I think that's it. Today is a Thursday, and I normally don't go live on Thursdays, so it'll be a little bit probably before people will start flowing in. But yesterday, I normally go live on Wednesdays, but my mom and I decided to take a road trip and do some shopping. And we drove like 2 hours to get to a shopping area and spent the day there. So I ended up canceling my live yesterday. So I figured I'd go live today and show you what I have sold. I know, Anissa, good morning. A Kidizen order. As people show in, I'm going to talk a little bit about Kidizen and why I use it, number one, and how I got that order. Like, I was so surprised. It was like amazing. It was a really good feeling. I need to spend a little more time over there and do some more stuff. So I got not a huge amount of stuff to package because I did end up actually packaging Tuesday night and doing a shipment yesterday morning that my husband brought because I left here at 7 a.m. and my post office doesn't open till 9:30. So he brought it to the post office because I didn't want Monday's orders would have had to wait until like today. And that's too far for me. So I did ship some stuff yesterday. Let me look and see what I shipped. I think it may have been primarily, I just clicked the wrong button on eBay. I don't know. I hate when I do that because it takes forever to get back to the page I need to get to. I don't know if I did an Amazon order or not. For some reason, I think I did. And that was one of my like pushings to get down here and package. So I sold a cookbook, Hungry Girl 300 recipe cookbook. And I only got $10 for that. And it went media mail. Not a huge thing. It's one of those things I picked up. I don't know if it was at a garage sale or the Goodwill. And, I just kind of grabbed it and thinking it would sell. And yeah, no, not good. Oh, some Mickey Mouse spatulas that I got at Thanksgiving time from TJ Maxx. They were really, really cute. They sold for $20. I paid $6 for them at TJ Maxx. I sold a notebook that I paid $2.96 for, and it sold for $14.78. And I sold some Nickelodeon GAK, G-A-K, super stretch. It was a pack of 3 packages, but each package had 2, so there's 6 total. And I got that at Walgreens for like 30 cents and sold it for $34. So that was a pretty good flip. I like that one. Hey, good morning, Sherry. How are you today? All right, so let's get into some packaging. Hey, good morning, Stitch It there. Now you guys are rolling in. You must have gotten your notification. Oh, I forgot to grab a soda this morning, so hopefully I don't start getting a tickle where I have to cough, or I'll have to run and grab a soda from my mini, tiny refrigerator. Holds 5 cans of soda, but I'm so glad I have it down here. That's probably would have been the best $7 investment at Walmart I've had in a long time. Okay, so let's get going with what I sold. I'm going to hold the Kidizen thing for last because I kind of want to talk about that. And that was here on the top because I just went and grabbed that. Let's do Amazon first. I hope you guys had a great week so far. I can't believe it's already Thursday. I was going to go garage sailing today because around here a lot of garage sales start on Thursdays. But we got rain, and we got rain all weekend. And when I looked in the paper, there was hardly any garage sales this week. Kind of really bummed. I think I'm still going to run out in the morning, though. I'm probably not going to do a show tomorrow morning. I'm probably going to still run out and hopefully find a couple that are inside and get some goodies. So I sold this, and this morning I was hunting for this. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, don't tell me I sold something. I had it listed on eBay and Amazon, and it was on both. So I came over here and actually pulled up the picture, and I went back and I realized it was the small. This is a 3x5, and the other one, see how tiny it is? And the other ones I normally sell are like normal book size, hard book size. So that's why I missed it. So it's a moleskin, and it's got a denim cover on it. I paid $3 for this and sold it for $13. Hey, good morning, Linda. Hey, so my mom's in here. I'm going to talk about something with her, about her in a little bit here. But I'm going to wait till a little more people roll in. I'm just going to stick it in this little envelope here because that's how small it is. It's tiny. It's a tiny notebook. It's funny because I sold a t-shirt today, and it seems like every time lately I've been selling t-shirts, they always end up being the very last t-shirt. And as I'm going through it, I'm always thinking, oh my gosh, don't tell me I missed it. Very last one. So today I went to the very last one. No, it was on the top. Like figures. Okay, let's see. This is 6 ounces. How are you feeling, Anissa? All covered from your sickness last week? You know, when I'd gotten sick, I still had lingering stuff for a while, especially headaches. I still have them. That damn COVID shot vaccine brought my headaches back, which I think that was one of the worst parts. Let's see, 6. And it's been killing me. But how is being 50 years old, right? Because you're a few days into being 50. Do you feel any different? I kind of like turning 50. I didn't mind it at all. Some people hate being 50. And I did not mind it. I feel like I guess maybe I've always felt like I was kind of older. My husband's older. So we've always had in the past older friends. Although since moving here, we've always seemed to kind of had a lot of younger friends. Although my friends are older. The friends that I've made over here so far, they're like, I don't even know, retired age. So I think they're probably like late 60s, early 70s. I think. I don't even know. Mom would know. They're like her age, but actually some of them are younger than her. We went shopping yesterday. It was raining, and I hate shopping in the rain and still haven't done my taxes. I guess wisdom doesn't come with age, huh? Actually, I guess wisdom is you wait till the last minute to give Uncle Sam any money. So I sold 3 of these. Okay, look, so I must have my green screen still on because this is all in a weird color. Let me go and change my links here. That's funny. There, now it looks normal color. I used my green screen the other day. What did I do? Oh, when I videotaped my thrift haul, which is what I showed you guys, my garage sale haul. I showed you guys live on my Monday show, but I ended up doing a separate video on it. Because there's some people who don't want to watch a 3-hour video. And it's not in my title, so they don't know I'm going to be showing that. So I did it separate. Yeah, so I sold 3 of these, which I sold, I think, one last week or the week before. Let me see, I paid $2 for these, which you saw my sticker here from Walmart. And they sold for $46.99. So I heard that there is a printer ink shortage going on. So I have been, anytime I see these, I will pick them up, throw them at least on eBay. Even if I can't sell them on Amazon, which in this case, I did sell them on Amazon. But if you're gated in Kodak, I'd still pick them up for eBay. Oh, the other thing I got to do tomorrow is bring my cat to the vet. Yippee yay, that's going to be fun. Actually, I got to make sure I find the cat carrier today and get that cleaned out. Probably some spiders in it, spider webs. We have an old cat. He's just been acting kind of weird lately, and I don't know. He seems to be struggling. He went to jump up on the bed. So I told you I'm going to probably end up being like this all day because I didn't bring a soda. He went to jump up on the bed, and he fell. And he's been struggling with just going upstairs and stuff. He's 15 years old, so it could just be old age. But I just would rather have him just be checked out. And finally got to a point where I'm like, okay, I need to get him checked out. He's been biting me lately. I think, did I mention this on Monday's show? He bit me the other day, and my daughter was like, you need to bring him to the vet. So I said, okay, I'll bring him. He likes to get pet, but every time I pet him, he bites me. So maybe he's in pain somewhere, and that's his way of telling me. That's what I'm thinking. It's probably best to at least get it checked out and give me some peace of mind so I stop feeling guilty for ignoring him. This is 4 ounces. Oh, that's right. Good. I remembered from last time. All right, so our friends are in their late 60s and in late 70s. Okay, I thought they were like that age range. Yeah, what is it with the ink shortage? Everything is short. Everything. I have some wholesale accounts that I haven't done anything with. And I was kind of checking them out again last night because, if anybody watched my Travel Time Chit Chat show the other day, I talked about, kind of getting my butt back in gear on Amazon. I gotta come up with something. So I was looking into wholesale stuff again, and I had gotten an email from one of them that they are raising their rates because of the pandemic, their warehouse, their manufacturing in China. The shipping containers have gone up over 100%. Raw materials have gone up in price. Like, they're saying all this stuff that's going on, it's just making it so they're going to do a 10% across the board price increase. That starts, I think, June 1st. So I'm like, okay, let's take a look in case I want to place an order. Let's get it in before June 1st. Hey, good morning, Craig. Land Shark Picker in the house. I like that name, Land Shark Picker. Oh, she sells by Sue. I always have such a hard time with that, right? I guess that's why it's a tongue-twisting thing. Good morning, Sue. I hope you're doing very well. I saw that you liked my post yesterday on Jess Hill's. For some reason, I always want to call her Jill. Always want to call her Jill. On Jess Hill's group, e-commerce empowerment. If you guys are not a member of that, it's just for ladies though. So sorry, Craig, you're out of it. She does have a paid group though that men can belong to. It's funny because when I post on Facebook, not everybody knows it's me because I'm Yellow Brick Road here, not Tamara Augustino. So people don't always know. Let's see. So for those who are coming in late, I have sold 3 of these Kodak film. I paid $2 for them at Walmart, and I sold them on Amazon for $46. Wish I picked up more. I only had 4 of them. I should scan the barcode and see if there's any more in the area. I can go grab, actually. Check out BrickSeek. BrickSeek. Take off. I always wait till last minute. I always wait till I go to ship it before I take off my stickers. I know. I keep telling you guys I'm going to change my process on that. I haven't done it yet. I haven't done it. Still lazy. I'm a lazy lister. Okay. And bubble it. And I put it in a box, right? Because we don't want it to get damaged. We don't want the customer to say, oh, you sent me a used ink. I ran out of box one time and I sent some cold medicine. But it's, that stuff that prevents you from getting a cold back when the coronavirus first started. Zicam, I think it was. And I ran out of boxes, so I wrapped it in bubble wrap and put it into a bubble mailer. It must not have gotten there without being crushed. But the customer said I sent them a used item. And so I had to do a POA, which is a plan of action, and pretty much said that I will only use boxes from now on. I'm pretty sure it was because it got damaged because it was brand new from the store. It was not used. I don't know why I'm weighing that. It already comes up with the weight. By shipping. Print. Let's see. For sure, the high yield toners on Amazon 2 for $14. I probably should reorder some toners if the price is going to go up even higher. Brother laser printer paid $59 a few years back. Ink lasts forever. Yeah, I have a brother, and I think I may have. I'm looking because I think I might have another toner. Okay, so I might be good. That toner lasts me like a whole year, at least. Probably even more. I haven't been putting packing slips into my Amazon stuff, so I've been hardly packing anything lately. Or hardly printing anything lately. Jeez, can't even talk. That's because it's a Thursday and I'm live. Who goes live on a Thursday? Not me normally. All right, so this is my last. I sold 3 of these, so 3 separate orders. I must have gotten the buy box again, because I'm pretty sure Amazon was in the buy box, but they have like a, they're in the buy box, but they're back ordered until like, I don't know, June. It was like a month or 2 out. There's so many people who don't know how to shop right on Amazon, so they would just sit there and wait until June to get their ink or go somewhere else. They don't know that they can click and look at other sellers. I ran into Staples yesterday. I was in a town called Plattsburgh, New York, which is 2 hours from me. And I had to run into Staples to find a box because I sold, which I'll do after this, that other doll. But I had run out of boxes. So I told the guy, I'm like, I had placed an order to replenish them, but they're not coming till today. But I needed the box. No, they're not coming till Friday, but I needed the box to ship today. But even if it was coming today, my UPS doesn't get here until like 5. So it would be too late by shipping. Let's see. I know I'm missing chat here. Okay, so she did get a brother. It was a good move. So I don't have to mortgage my house to print my labels. Yeah. Yeah. Of course, I use the thermal printer for my labels. That's Mom's job. That's right, Mom. Moving my labels. I think I told you guys, oh, Amazon, don't give me an error purchasing my label. Last year, I'll refresh my page and try it again. Actually, it was 2 years ago. Mom and I went on a shopping trip. And we went, oh, I keep getting an error. Please try with a different shipping method. No, I'm not going to try with a different shipping method. All right. Wow, wait a minute. Why does it have a tracking number? That's weird. Oh, reprint label. I didn't choose the same one, did I? Let me double check. Thomas, Lisa. Oh, this is Lisa. Hold on. How is that happening? That is interesting. It's like it's telling me. It was pulling up my previous order. That is really weird. I've never had that happen. So I was on Amazon. You know, when you ship something, it disappears from your queue. And I clicked on the next one, but for some reason it populated with the order I did first, which I didn't realize. Good thing it kept giving me an error. Because then it had it, when I went up to refurnish it, I was going to look at their address to see why I could figure out why I couldn't send it via USPS. And it had a tracking number. It's really weird. It wasn't even the right order. That was a little faux pas on Amazon's part, because there's no way I would have gotten to that with how I do it. Yeah, so Mom and I went on a road trip, and we went all over all of Vermont and New York to hit this. It's a regional pharmacy, like drugstore. And we literally hit like almost everyone. I think there was a couple that were like an hour or more away that we didn't go just to hit one more store. So we did miss a few of them, but we hit like every single one. And I would run into the store and I would come out and I would hand my mother the bags through the passenger side window, and she would take all the stickers off while I then got in the car and drove to the next location. And then I would do the same thing, grab it, come back in, hand her. And when I handed her the bags, the new bags, I would take the old bags and put them in the back and then give her the new bags. So it was all this like thing. And she would be just taking off labels. Her stack of labels like this from each one. It was fun. It was funny. And we were buying very like feminine products, vaginal odor suppositories. Like it was just a really, really weird product line that we were grabbing. And I'd go in and buy 10 boxes of these vaginal odor things. Yeah, it was interesting. I will tell you, quite a few of these drugstore employees ended up knowing that I was an Amazon seller because I didn't want them to think that I needed this many of these products. Yeah, mom would be like, "Good luck." I'm like, "Yeah, good luck for going in and buying these products." We laughed. That was a fun trip. I wish we could find something like that where we were tasting it again. Let's see. Good morning, Eric. Yeah, Eric, I did refresh, and what it was doing was pulling up an old order. It's really, really weird. Tamara needs to see a doctor if you need all those. I know. It was really funny. And then I was buying on that same trip stuff for like handicapped people to help them get out of a car and like to stand up. They're like these things that you hang on to, and then the person that needs to get up holds on to. What else did it was all this like not even odor suppositories, but like a vaginal wash. It was just a really, really weird, not weird, but I mean, if you needed it. But the stuff that was on sale was all that stuff in that area, and it was fun. I mean, at least I was a woman buying it, right? Could you imagine Eric, you going in, or Craig going in and buying 20 boxes of that? They'd be like, "Oh, his wife sent him in to go buy that. Poor man." Sue says, "Oh, OMG, that happened at a grocery store. I bought about 16 from the clearance rack. Another checker came over and they were all talking about it. I told them my mom used it." That's what I should have said. Oh, I'll have to remember that next time. And then when I go walk out, say, "Mom, I got your product." Oh my gosh, that is funny. That is funny. Okay, so I have a big box, and so remember my big boxes? Because I sold my last doll, but now I have to, this box is too big. They didn't have my normal size, so I had to buy a bigger one. It cost me $2.39 for this box. But, hey, had to be done. Oh my gosh, it's so much wider. It's so much wider. Look how wide it is. Oh, and somebody said to me the other day on my video that the reason why on Monday when I was shipping those other two dolls, they're like, "Oh, it's because you were doing parcel select." No, it defaulted to parcel select, but I selected priority mail, but it was still only like $8 and $10, which I was surprised because I was expecting to spend like $20. And it hasn't come back yet. Hold on. Oh. I was going to tape this before I went live. I should have. At least today I don't have that green screen behind me. That didn't work out very well. I don't think I'm a fan of that. All right, so now it's probably going to cost me more because this is like so much wider, so much bigger. And hold on, I'll show you what I sold, but I got to move this other products I put on it. This is what I sold. Hello, Kitty. It's a My Life. A My Life doll. Hello, Kitty. Okay, so let's cut you down. And, oh, it's so wide. I'm going to have to put lots of bubbles in it. It's going to be moving around a lot. Hold on, I'm trying to find my box cutter fell. At least I know where it is. Unlike some YouTubers I follow, can never find their items when they need them. I was watching Todd Hustler something. What's his channel name? Anybody remember Todd Hustler something? He was doing a shipping video like this the other day. He's got a great setup. But he's got to stand up and ship. I'm too lazy. I don't want to stand up. I want to sit on my rear end. Come on. I'm using my box resizer. Resize my box. Just cutting even 1 inch off sometimes can save you a big amount of money. Oh, you know what? Oh, I know. This is definitely going to cost more. Somebody was saying that the size of the box, oh, Flippin' Hustler. Thank you, Eric. Yes, Todd the Flippin' Hustler. Go follow him. Somebody was saying that because my measurements made it it was like the dimensional thing was in the positive for me because of the size of my box, which was, well, it was 24 by 12 by 6. So I guess that's still good. This one's not going to be by 12 because it's wider, which is stinky poo. Good, we're getting a lot of people in here so I can tell you guys about my Kidizen thing. All right. Thank you, Mom, for all this air bubbles. Keep ordering online so I can get your your air bubbles. There. Keep you from moving around. This box is too big, but I don't know what else I would have shipped it in. I had to go buy a box. And I would have had enough boxes had I forgotten that I was using these boxes for those leaf blowers. I was selling some leaf blowers, and they fit perfectly in those boxes. So I ordered more because I love buying these dolls when they go on clearance at Walmart. They do very well, but you got to hold out. So I bought these in January, and they didn't actually start hitting the buy box until now. The price dropped so much. Hence why I am doing FBM on them, because the price tanked and I did not send them FBA. I think that's one of the things if you're selling on Amazon, and if you want to get into the Amazon game and you're like, okay, I want to just do retail arbitrage. If you're chasing clearance items, then you need to be prepared sometimes to hold them and do FBM and not always FBA. You can do FBA, but know that you're going to be paying storage on items until they get to your price range, or you're going to take a very low amount of profit on them. And these being a big item, I didn't want to pay storage on them. Gotta tape the heck out of it. Such a weird box. Okay, let's see. It's just a biggie. Let's see how much it weighs. I'll tell you because it'll populate with the stuff for the last packaging, and it would have cost me $8.58 if I would have had that same box. But now it's $4.07 instead of $3.13. So there's the weight has gone up. And oh, it's still, even at $4.07, it's still only $8.63. That's so weird. What is going on? It's going to Ohio. So weird. That's so weird. Okay, let's see what the size of the box is. I think it's on the back side here. 24 by 16, right? 16 instead of 12 by 6.5. I'm off by a half an inch. So 24 by 16. Okay, let's see how much it changes the price because of the box being too big. Yeah, it jumped it up. Let's see what priority is. Priority is now $17.26. $17.26 because of the box being 4 inches too big. Now, I could have cut that 4 inches off, but the box would have looked so unprofessional. Yeah, that's crazy. All right, so we're going to go FedEx or UPS ground with it, which is $12.90. So we're still going to stay in an okay price range. All right, UPS ground. Let me get out of this screen. It'll take a little bit longer to get to them, but you know what? UPS. Right. My husband may not like it because now he's going to drive out to UPS. And I say he may have me do it. I don't. Actually, I think I'm going to do an FBA shipment today. So that's fine because he's got to go to UPS anyhow. All right, so now that I got a few other people in here, let me tell you before I jump onto my eBay sales. Let me move those over here. So I had a sale on Kidizen. So what I'll tell you guys that a reminder, I've been doing Vendu, and I did get a offer from a company called Prime Lister. I don't know if anybody uses that for cross posting, but they want to provide me with their service for free to be able to test it out and do a review on my channel. Well, I'm probably going to say no to them because I only get it for free for the time I need to use it to do a review. And, you don't need more than a month to use a program to really do a review. So I said, I haven't told them yet, but I'm going to say no because they already give you a 7-day free trial. So really, if they're only going to give me 3 days worth of stuff, like, no, I'm not going to, no. I'm going to say no. So I use Vendu. In Vendu, I'm okay with it. I mean, I don't really have any complaints about Vendu. I kind of getting into the groove of it. I want to do a review on that. It would be great if they gave me free, free monthly subscription so I didn't have to pay for it if I'm going to be talking about their product. So maybe I'll approach them, but I don't know. But anyway, so I use Vendu, and you can cross post to a platform called Kidizen. And I thought, well, why not? If I'm using this program, and I know like List Perfectly, they can cross post to other platforms too, besides, some of the larger ones. And I thought, well, why don't I cross post things that fit on Kidizen? So I went and checked it out. It's all kid related stuff. So it's for moms, so maternity stuff, even women's clothing, and it has anything kid related. So a lot obviously to do with babies and nurseries, but they also have clothing for kids and toys. But it's kind of set up weird. You can tell when you go to list something that it's not their primary focus, but they do have a category for it. So I went ahead and cross-posted my kids' clothing onto there, and I've cross-posted, I think, my toys. Not all of them, but just the ones I've been listing since I've been using Vendu. I need to go back and import all my toys and then cross-post all my toys onto there too. So I have this shirt. It's the Memphis Grizzlies. It is part of that 888 lots liquidation thing that I got last year. I paid $1.30 for each of these. It was $1 and then 30 cents in shipping for all of them. Not all of them, but 30 cents a piece when you divide it by how many pieces I got. So $1.30 I have into it. And so for some reason, I never checked my email. And I went into my email, and Holly's not in here, but poor Holly, she sent me an email like 8 days ago, and I didn't even see it. So if you send me an email, I'm sorry if I don't get back to you right away. I rarely go into my email, like once a week. So I saw her email, and I'm like, I better go check what else is in there. And I saw that there was a thing that said somebody shared my listing on Kidizen. And I thought, what's that about? So I went into Kidizen and kind of poked around a little bit more, and they have like an offer to likers. It's very similar to Poshmark. I don't know if Poshmark owns Kidizen, or maybe the people were selling on Kidizen and decided to start their own, or selling on Poshmark and decided to start their own kids thing. But it's very, very similar. Not the whole sharing and liking. You don't have to share your stuff all the time, but you can share somebody else's listing. You can like someone's listing, and then when they like it, you can send them an offer, like all this stuff. I didn't know that was all part of it. So you have to do it by the app, which I didn't even know they had an app. So I downloaded their app and I started checking it out the other night. Shared this, and like within 5 minutes, they accepted my offer. I'm not shared, but sent an offer. They accepted my offer. So I would think I was selling this for 18. Let me see. I had listed it for 18. And I think over there, it's weird because it says you have to do it with free shipping. But then I see people charging shipping. So I don't even know what's going on with that. But anyhow, all my stuff is free shipping there. So I listed it for 18, sent an offer of 15. They accepted it within 5 minutes. So I got this to ship today. Yeah, so I haven't had time to go back and really play with it more and send more offers. But I was like, wow, like that was quick. So I think it's very similar to Poshmark, where very rarely do I get on Poshmark where somebody comes and pays my price. People on Poshmark have learned to know how to use Poshmark, and they will like your item, or they'll put one item into a bundle, and you're like, okay, you're bundling. Bundling means more than one item. Well, they do that just so you can send them an offer without having to reduce the shipping price. So people who know how to use Poshmark will use that to their advantage as a buyer. But if you're a seller who doesn't know how things all work on there, then you're going to ignore it and not do anything with it, and they miss out. So you have to kind of know. And I think that might be like Kidizen, right? People might only be liking stuff waiting to get a deal. So if that's the case, then you're going to want to raise your price like I do on Poshmark. When I cross post on Poshmark, if I got something listed on, let's say eBay for $18 with free shipping, I'll put it on Amazon, or not Amazon, geez, on Poshmark for $18 with, they have to pay shipping on Poshmark. So I'll put it for $18. And it gives me that $5 wiggle room of being able to negotiate down to $13 if I needed to. Okay, so let's get this shipped. I've never done this before. Purchase shipping label. So we're going to try this out for the first time. All right, purchase a shipping label. Oh, so they have a flat rate. So if you ship something, all right, let me hide my address. I'm going to show this to you guys just so you can see on my shipping screen. Ah, why are you flashing? All right, hold on. Let's try that again. That's better. Okay, so look, standard shipping. So I think I would just select the item and the size. It's kind of like a combo of like Mercari, right? So Mercari, you can just choose whatever. But you know what's nice is at this point, I can decide if I want to use their shipping or if I want to use my own shipping, I think. Let's weigh it. It weighs 7 ounces. So I would do this under 8 ounces. So it costs $4.15. I'm probably just going to use theirs. How much would it cost me? Hold on. Let me open up Pirate Ship. Anybody know off the top of their head how much it costs for 7 ounces? $3.85. Okay, so it's $3.85, and it would cost $4.15. I'm just going to use theirs. Oh, $3.49. Yeah, it probably, well, it depends on where it goes, right? And it's I think I'm just going to use theirs, just because, you know, it cost me a few pennies more, but you know, it's just a little easier. It keeps it from me having to figure out how do I do it, and then how do I paste it in? I don't even know if I can. Do I have the ability to go out of it? I'll have to look into that. What if I didn't want to do theirs? Select from the following options. Need help deciding? Let me just go back one. Contact buyer, purchase shipping. So it doesn't show any place for if I were to purchase shipping elsewhere, there's no place for me to put in a tracking number. So I think maybe you have to purchase your shipping from them. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and do it. There's really not that much difference in price. But it could make a difference on those. Oh, a shipping label will be sent to my email. Why do they do that? That's just like Mercari. Today, I have a Mercari sale. And I had to go, I went to Mercari to see if I had a sale. And I'm like, oh, yep, I do. And I'm like, oh, I'll just say reprint it, you know, recreate it or whatever. But then it says, oh, we've sent it to your email. Like, no, I don't want to have to go all the way to my email. I want to just get it from right here. Hey, good morning, T.O. Seizure warning. I know. Isn't that crazy? Why does it do that? Sometimes it does that. Probably good old StreamYard. All right, Kidizen. Here we go. Shipping label for the Memphis Grizzlies shirt. Here's your shipping label. Okay. I bet you I'm going to have to print it on my printer because it probably, oh, it goes through Sendle. You guys heard of Sendle? Sendle. That's who they use. Huh. That's interesting. Can I bring that to the post office? I'm thinking I can. I've heard of that Sendle. Hey, good morning, Chuck. I finally got around to commenting on one of your comments the other day. I sat down and went through all my comments on YouTube and started commenting on a bunch of them that I've gotten so behind. I'm so bad at that. I read them as soon as they come in because they'll pop up on my phone. But then it takes me, because I might be at the store when I'm reading it, but then it takes me a little bit to actually remember to sit down. And it's just one of those, it's like accounting. It's one of those things that I just don't, because sometimes comments don't really require a reply. But I know it's good for the algorithm. And sometimes they do, not that they really require one, but I do want to say something. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to show you guys. See right there, it says Sendle on it. It says the Kidizen order number and then Sendle. So that's weird. I don't know. We'll be trying that out for the first time. I've heard about Sendle and I've looked into it in the past because they say it's cheaper than the post office, but not in this case. It would have been, although this is going to Minneapolis. I have sold so much stuff lately to Minnesota. A lot of stuff to Minnesota lately. Of course, in Minnesota in the news, it makes me pay attention to it more when I see it. I think something's arriving today. Amazon. Hey, see, I got a thing. I got the homeschooling picker just said, oh, thank you so much. Oh yeah, so I just left a comment on her video this morning, the homeschooling picker. Follow her channel. She's got like 10,000 subs. And it is she's so entertaining. I really liked following her and watching her, and she goes to like the Goodwill and shows you what she gets, that kind of stuff. If you like that kind of content. Stupid labels I got to tape on. How do you guys that are still taping on labels, why do you do that? I only do it because I have to. Okay. And my Staples order has shipped. Good. That's it for Kidizen. Let's close that. And, oh, we got Mercari. Let's show you what we got from Mercari. Speaking of taping on a label. So I sold this Ray Dunn planner. Yay! I'm so excited to get rid of these planners, these 2021 planners. So yesterday I saw a bunch of them on clearance. Oh my gosh. Well, I shouldn't say a bunch. There was some. And it was so hard to pass them up. And they were the Faith ones, right? I told you guys, grab the Faith. They do really well. But it was still $10. And I said, oh, I just can't do $10 when stuff is starting to go down. The pricing is starting to go down because the ones, there's going to be some starting in July of 2021. And people, if you're out buying one, you're going to get that one. That's going to be an 18-month one instead of buying one that's only going to be 6 months. So Sendle had a screaming Black Friday deal 2 years ago. Oh, I heard something about that. And I think maybe that's when I first heard of them and started looking into it. Hey, good morning, Martin. I seem to sell a ton of stuff to Pennsylvania. Isn't that weird when you start to see it's certain areas? And you know what's weird is that Minnesota is, it's not only just like on eBay. It's on multiple platforms. So it's not like, oh, eBay is just showing all my stuff to people in California type of thing. It's like, no, all of a sudden it's like all these platforms. You could send unlimited packages up to like £5 for 99 cents. I heard something, yes, from Sendle. They only did it for 1 weekend. They probably lost their butts. Yeah. But you know what? When you're starting off, and they say the same thing if you're doing like private label on Amazon, sometimes you lose your butt until people hear about you and you build that reputation. Amazon, you get the reviews, all that kind of stuff. And then you can start to slowly raise your prices to be a profit. So I bet you that's probably what they happen. Oh, Anissa said she's a lot of fun. Kayla. That's her name, Kayla? Okay. Homeschooling Picker was her channel name. I still tape labels on. I know, but at least now you got your laser printer, right? Not an inkjet. If you were still doing an inkjet and taping, man, girl, man, get out and do the garage sales, because you can do find a laser printer. It's so much cheaper. We were talking about it earlier. You can buy the ink, the toner that goes into it. Mine lasts for over a year. Hey, want to see what I got in my yard? Tomorrow they won't like it so much. Because guess what tomorrow is? Can you see that right there? Tomorrow is opening day of turkey season. Although that one is a female, so it'll be okay. It's not, you can't shoot females. Yeah, females. Can't even talk, can't even think. All right, I'm gonna bubble this because it's got spiral. Oh, so I was talking about, I was watching Todd. I had to leave a message on his video the other day. So Todd, the flipping hustler. So I was watching him pack, and he says, oh, this isn't breakable, but I'm going to put bubble wrap on it. And I thought, oh my gosh, Todd, you think like me. I say that all the time on here, don't I? And so I had to leave a message and say, I do that same thing. I'll sit there and say, it's not breakable, but I'm going to use bubble wrap, which is what I'm doing on this one. I'll show you what I'm doing here in a second. All right, so see, that's got like the spiral. I don't want that to get like mega damaged. So it doesn't even cover all of it because I'm cheap and I only use one piece. But it doesn't all need it. I need to get an envelope. I was making a video the other day and I was editing it. And I realized how often I sing in my videos. I actually ended up cutting that part out because I had to cut out a whole big chunk of the video. It's so funny because sometimes I'll do things and I'll be like, oh yeah, I know I'm going to cut that out. So I'll continue on being like crazy knowing I'm going to cut it out. I should just do like a whole big blooper reel. Some people do that at the end. So they'll put in all the bloopers that they cut out. I should do that. You see me sneeze, cough. That's usually when I'm doing it. Or I flubber my words like I do here. But when it's pre-recorded, I can cut that stuff out. Oh, see, and this says that was me in January. Inkjet and taping. You're moving up. You are moving on up. I get free peel and stick from UPS. Oh, yes, I got some of those too somewhere. And I got the label ones. I got to get a different label printer though to be able to use them. Oh, why am I weighing this? I don't need to weigh it because I got my label right here because I do prepaid labels. I make them pay for shipping now, and I make them pay for the Mercari shipping. The only thing is with Mercari is if it's over a pound, it's $12 to ship it on USPS. That's a lot because sometimes it could fit in a flat rate, or if it's like local around here, it can be $7 to $8. It's not even that expensive. So I've been doing it anyhow, saying $12. You want it? $12. Every now and then though, I'll choose the FedEx Smart Post option, but I don't really hoping people don't buy it because that means I have to go all the way to FedEx, which is like a 15-minute drive versus a 2 to 3 minute drive for me to get to the post office. I should say my husband to get to the post office. All right. There you go. North Carolina is where this is going. Statesville, North Carolina. You're going to get yourself a planner. So that was, I think I already said I shipped it. Just double checking. I think I did. Yes. Okay. Close that. And what do we have left? eBay. eBay. I don't have very much. I think I only have 3 on eBay. It was a very low sales. I was listening to Tommy Bernard. He's got a channel here, and you see pops in here every now and then. I finally was listening to his full 5-hour video. It only took me like a week and a half to finally get through it all. And they were talking the other day. My husband and I went out for an ice cream, and as we were driving around the countryside after getting our ice cream, that's what I was listening to. And they were talking about promoted listings on eBay. And I think it was Tracy said that She turned off promoted listings because, sometimes you hear me say that, Mom, my sales were really bad this weekend. Well, I had turned off promoted listings on Thursday and I meant to restart them. So Friday, they would be a fresh promoted listings and I forgot. Well, that does affect my sales. I've noticed when I don't have promoted listings on that it affects my sales. And Tracy was saying that she didn't have any sales for a while and she realized she never turned on her promoted listings again. So if you're not using promoted listings, you really, really should do it on eBay. They were talking about, I don't do a lot of clothes, but he was saying how with clothes, you can't just do 1% because there's just such a flooded market on it that you really have to do higher than 1%. He does trending plus like 3 or 4%, something like that. But then he caps it. So I was like, okay, let me try that out and see. So when I got home, this was Monday, maybe Tuesday. May have been Tuesday. Whatever day it was. I ended up, when I got home from our drive, I said, okay, I'm going to go and do promoted listings. I closed mine out, restarted one, and I did trending plus 3%. That's high. I've never done anything that high before because trending sometimes is like 9%, but you can max it out. And I think I said I won't go higher than 11%. 11% is a lot. That is a lot of money to pay on top of what you're already paying. So if you're already paying them eBay, like 12%, I think if you have a store and something, I think I'm like 12% most of the time. That's a lot of money then to add on another 11. But I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to try it just to see what it's like. And then I'll see if I want to stick with it. And if I stick with it, I'm going to up my prices. I'll just do a bulk edit and I'll raise all my prices by like 12% on everything. That way it'll offset it. And maybe we'll do that before I stop this live. We'll test out eBay. So that's one of the things he did a few months ago, probably like 6 months ago. It was maybe a while ago. Tom went on one of his shows. He did a search on eBay and he said, let's look at how many items are new, auctions, promoted, and then just regular buy it now. And you didn't see a regular buy it now until you were like way down the page. That just shows you the power of being promoted and having a new listing, which why some people say it's worth it, even with good till cancel, to cancel your listing and restart it. Especially now that I have 10,000 listings, it gives me the room to be able to end stuff and restart it and not have it impact my overall numbers. Let's see. I'm just looking. Mercari shipping is insane. It is. I don't know if I like it. Not if you raise your price. Yeah. See, Eric, not if you raise your price 10%. Exactly. So that's what I'm thinking of doing. All right, so let's get into my eBay stuff and then let's just play around with that for a little bit. So I sold a box of hair cleaner, or hair color. I don't think I have very many of these left. Back last year when we were stuck in our houses and couldn't go anywhere, some parts of the country were stuck, couldn't go to the hair salon, so you had to color your own hair at home. I started picking up a ton of these when I was seeing them on clearance. And then everything opened back up and the sales of these plummeted, just like hair clippers and stuff. They just pretty much stopped. So they've been slowly still kind of, selling. And here I go. I got one right here. So let's see what we're going to put it in. Oh, no, that's too tiny. That's too small. That stuff I showed you on Monday is still sitting right here next to my thing. Right next to my desk still. I got to move it. Because it's on top of my boxes. I don't think this will fit in a 6x4. Let me just try it. Let me try and see. Are you going to fit? Oh, wait a minute. What? Are you going to fit? Are you going to make my day? Make my day. No, you're going to be so tight that you're going to get crushed. But you probably would fit in an 8x4. I probably don't need to do the 8.6.4. I can probably do an 8.4. Because it fits width-wise. Oh, yeah. We'll just do that one. Yeah, we'll do that one. This is cheaper than the other boxes. Save a penny when I can. Let's see. Do I have a bubble? 1, air pocket would be good. Let's see if it fits. Keeps it from moving around. Ooh, stick it. It's just a little too big. Okay. I'm going to put it on the bottom of it because it keeps popping out the top of my thing. So I think if I do it like this, I'm just going to pop it. It'll probably end up popping it in trouble. Well, I mean, it doesn't really need it. There we go. So I think most of the time you're probably supposed to send this like parcel post so it doesn't go in the air. I don't always listen to those rules. I don't know if that's alcohol based or not. I probably should have looked at the instructions or the ingredients, I should say. But you know, I think a lot of times if you're sending in like a whole bunch of stuff, like a whole case of something, like that's a major hazard. I can't imagine this is a major hazard. Hey, good morning, caffeinated Christy. ONCW. Got some people rolling in. I'm going rolling and rolling. $4.20. It would have cost, oh, it doesn't, it's off the screen. I went parcel. Oh, I didn't tell you how much I sold this for, did I? Too late. It's too late. It would take me too many clicks to get back to this sold screen. I don't remember what I sold it for. All right. Next. We have the Passion of the Christ. So I picked this up at a garage sale. I don't remember how much I paid. I don't have it on here. I don't remember how much I paid. It was at a garage sale. It wouldn't have been more than $1 or less. May have been less than that. But it was still in its box. Still brand new. As in, this is still wrapped in plastic. The movie, let's see, I think the movie may have been open though. Yeah, the movie's been opened, but the soundtrack has not been opened. And it came with a, oh, that goes right there. Nice. It came with a keychain, and the keychain is no longer here. So see right there, there's a keychain that's missing. So that was all disclosed in the listing. So I would not have paid more than $1 for this. And it sold for $22. I really was hoping I could just send this in a, hey, you know, I could send this as media mail because both of the items inside are media. Now with the keychain not being there, had the keychain been there, it would not have been. But it's only 11 ounces, so it'll go first class. Because I'm a nice person like that, I will upgrade their shipping. It won't cost me that much more. Let's do one of these. I wish I had a bubble mailer that was bigger. That's what I need to do with my supplies, my eBay supplies. My coupon. I don't think it would, no, it won't fit in that. I'm just gonna, again, bubble wrap something that's not breakable. I just do it like that. Newsmax. Ha! That's funny. It's just a Newsmax alert. It's just funny what I just read. Okay. Any of you will, like, get those alerts, you'll be getting that alert also, and you'll be seeing what was just posted. And you knew why I kind of giggled. All right. I'm going to put it in here. And I don't think it'll go sideways. I wish it would, because then it wouldn't be so loose in here. I like when things fit snug and a bug in a rug. Isn't that what the saying is? Snug as a bug in a rug? Let's see what it is now. Ooh, 12 exactly. 12 ounces. First class is $4.20, and it's going all the way to the great state of Georgia. All right. Well, Cheryl, I hope you're going to like your Passion of the Christ movie and CD. I'm glad that's gone. I think I've had this for like 2-3 years. It's been a while. I've had it for a while. So I was so torn the other day. On Monday, we were talking about how this week is the last week. Today is the last day. You have the opportunity to downgrade your eBay store for free. If you have an eBay store and you are on managed payments, you have a lot more listings than you've had in the past. If you are not using all those listings, like right now, I get 10,000 listings, but I have 1,700 listings. So you can run the numbers, see if it's worth it for you to downgrade your store. You can do that for free. Hopefully I'm not jumping right now because I see my Wi-Fi little signal thing just came up. Yeah, isn't today the 30th? Oh no, today's the 29th. Tomorrow is the 30th. Tomorrow's your last day to downgrade your store for free. So run those numbers. I think if you have 1,200, and I might not be right, so do your own math. I think if you have 1,200 items or less, you should not be a premium store. You should go down a level. If you have over 1,200, I think financially you should probably just stay at your premium. If you have 1,000 listings, but your hope is to double that and get to 2,000 by the summer, then stay at your premium. Or you can downgrade, and then when you get close to that to make it worthwhile, then you can upgrade. So you can always downgrade and upgrade later. So just take a look at your numbers and see what's best for you. So I had a talk with my husband the other day, which, you know, he doesn't care. he cares nothing. He is a blessing in disguise because he will sit there and listen to me and he doesn't care. But then I'll say something later and it's like he listens, but he's not really listening. He's making pretend he's listening. But the whole conversation that I had with him was, I really want to get rid of the stuff that's been listed for so long. Should I, like this Passion of the Christ, I've had it listed for 2 or 3 years. Should I go on and remove all of those items, throw them in my garage sale, which I'm going to have hopefully in a month or so, throw them in my garage sale and just get rid of them off my listings and lower my store down and just have better quality stuff? Or should I just keep paying what I'm paying and just keep them there because they are selling here and there? And I think sometimes having more of those items gives me the more sales, because if I didn't have those items, I would have had that sale today. So I'm kind of up in the air of what I want to do with my stuff. And should I take them all down? I literally have a day now to make that decision. It would just be so much work to take it all down and pull everything out. Oh, gosh. So I don't know. Or I could just say, do what I'm doing for a year, and then February is when mine renews in February. And then in February I can say, okay, let's take them down. So I don't know what I'm going to do. Oh, before I package this, I should show you. So I sold the magical unicorn sticker face. So these are at Walmart. I pay $4.97 for them. And I sold this one for $15.87. And I'll tell you all now, because I'm not going to do them anymore. These are extremely slow sellers on eBay. I sold a lot of these on Amazon. Then they changed the cover. And I created, well, this one was actually a new one, the unicorn one. But they have one that's princess and dogs, dinosaurs, and all this other stuff. Well, I ended up doing, created some listings on Amazon for these. And yeah, they didn't do well. They didn't do as well as the established listings. But unfortunately, the established listing didn't say designs may vary. So if one of the listings did, the Cinderellas or the princesses, said designs may vary. So as they change designs every year, you could keep using that same listing, which has been great. That one's actually still done okay, but not as good, right? You get your tankers that come on. But when I first found the listing, it was doing very well, but then it just really really slumped. All right, so $5, sold it for $15.87 with free shipping. So I'm hoping to make like $5 in the end. I get offers on these all the time. People offer me like $5. I just got an offer yesterday. Well, first of all, I sold my Squishmallow that I had showed you guys that I had purchased recently at TJ Maxx. And I sold that, and then I was so excited, and I went and looked at, I noticed that the shipping was, or the end price was high. So I'm like, oh, it's an international shipping. So I looked, and it's going to Brazil. I don't want to ship to Brazil. And I got to look, because I thought that you couldn't exclude just Brazil. I need to figure out if there's a way I can do that. But I don't want to ship to Brazil because there's so many nightmares shipping to Brazil. You cannot sell used items to Brazil. They will confiscate it, and you won't get it back, and your person won't get their item. Even though this was new with tags, I didn't know what their rules are on plush, and they're just so weird. The rules are so weird. So I'm like, yeah, canceled it. And then I got somebody else wants to buy a planner from me, but they're in the country of Peru. I say country because we have a town next door called Peru. They're in the country of Peru, and they said shipping is so expensive, so they wanted to know if I would sell it to them. I think they said for $20. And I'm like, no, I paid $17 for it, and I'm not going to ship it to Peru for only $3 and then not make any money. So no, I got to reply to them and say, no, go elsewhere. I have yet to ever hit 1,000 listings ever. Well, get going. Get to your bins. Use your store coupon too if you did it. I know I got to, which is what I need to do. Yeah, we have until May, the end of May to do that. So we have another month. No, at the end of June. Got to get my quarters right. Independently of what you decide about the shop, have the best garage sale you can. Garage sales are always a great alternative way to get rid of things. Yeah, so you're right, Claudia. And hello, Claudia. I was thinking about, I told my husband, can you give me an afternoon and come down here? I'll pull up almost like we did when we did our inventory, I'll pull up my eBay actives. I'll sort it by the date listed because I very rarely end stuff and restart them. Maybe it's something I should start trying. But I like the idea of being able to see in one glance, like, oh, that's been listed for 3 years. So I said, I'm going to do that. Let's take a couple bins, and I will tell him, hey, go to bin G2 and pull this, right? And he can go and pull that item, and I'll change it to bin, I don't know, whatever for old, right? I'll change it to a bin number that's just for these things that have been listed for a long time. Then those bins I'm going to bring into my garage sale. And I will probably, because you can sort stuff by your SKU, I can sort by SKU, and I can take down all of the items that are whatever that bin is for the weekend, and then just put back up what didn't sell. So I was thinking about maybe doing that. It's going to be some extra work, but it is a way for me to be able to like clear out some stuff that's been sitting around for a while. I think it's worth it if I can get his help, which would be such a huge time saver than if I was to do it all. I think it would definitely be worth it. Definitely be worth it. I really feel like I haven't been putting the hours into my business like I really need to be putting in. And so I think if I, really started putting these hours back into my business, even 8 hours a day would probably be very beneficial for me right now, which is really what I need to do. I've been looking at a lot of different avenues of my business and doing different things, and it's definitely taken away from the core parts of my business that I need to do. And I've listened to Pure Hustle podcast, and I've been dropping a lot of names today because I've been listening to a lot of YouTube and in this case a podcast. And they were talking on Pure. I don't know if it was this past week or I listened to 2 of them, so I don't know if it was this past week or the week before. But you can find them on YouTube too. They do it on YouTube, and then they put just the audio on the podcast. But I was driving, so I was listening to them on podcast, Pure Hustle podcast. And they were talking about keeping, I think it was them, because then I remember Jess Hill was talking about it too on her e-commerce empowerment podcast, which I listened to on the way home from my mom's yesterday. They were talking about, and it was like, oh, you know how when you listen to something and then you hear it again, you're like, okay, this is a message. I'm not getting it from one person. I'm getting it from 2 people. And both of these podcasts, I'm pretty sure it was both of them, those 2 ones that I heard it from, they were talking about scheduling your time and keeping track and making sure that you only do, you know who it was? Daily Refinement. I listened to him too, and he mentioned it. I'll get to the point, but it was about keeping track of what you do during the day. And one of them, and I don't remember which one, said, write down whatever you do for a day. As you're doing it in 15-minute blocks, write down what you did. And if it takes you an hour to do something, then you'll have it written down like 4 times, 15-minute blocks. What did you do? And then take 3 markers. One was a green, a yellow, and a red. Green, I think this was Jess that was saying this, that if it's a money-making thing, highlight it green, right? If it's something that's not money-making, but you still kind of have to do, then do that in yellow. And then anything that's not money-making, and definitely something like, even in yellow and in red, yellow is like, I could possibly, have a VA do this. I could hire somebody to come in and prep my Amazon shipment, or I could hire somebody to do my photos for eBay and do my listings and all that kind of stuff. And then red was definitely not income producing, right? Like sitting here looking on, reading Facebook or doing stuff like that, or Instagram. And, I can get into a hole. Like, I'll wake up at 5 a.m. and I'll lay in bed and I'll pull up my phone and I'll just be looking at Facebook. Next thing I know, I look over and it's 7:30 and I'm like, I've been on here for 2.5 hours just reading Facebook. And a lot of times I'm reading like the block bidders of eBay, because it's just all drama, and I'm reading through the drama and reading all the comments. And then I realize there's times I say to myself, that's such a time suck. Like, I could have gotten up and actually gotten something done instead of just laying there reading that type of stuff. But sometimes it's entertainment. So sometimes reading that type of stuff that's drama, it's like watching a drama TV show on TV, which every now and then you need that. For me, I need that for myself. I can't just be all work and no fun and play. So I have kind of was thinking to myself, all right, I've been complaining to myself about my lack of sales, my lack of this, which honestly, when I was thinking yesterday too, I put up that video where I was talking about my sales going down on my, what's part of my travel time chit chat series, but I'm going to start changing up the thumbnails for those. But, I was like, I'm saying that, but I still haven't run my end of the month numbers. And even though my eBay sales are down, my other platform numbers are up. So overall, it may not be so bad. So I really just got to run my numbers. And I got to remember that it's, the month of April. It's not the month of November and December. That's the problem when you come off from a 4th quarter and your numbers start to finally go down, which I think is so common for quarter 1. By the end of quarter 1, most of the time your numbers are starting to dwindle down from what they were at the beginning of quarter 1 and even obviously quarter 4. All right, so I just want to make sure I didn't miss it. Let's see, garage sale, those others, whatever is left over, relist. Yeah, hello, Tamara. I'm always quiet on the back here. All right, Claudia, I appreciate you being here, even if you're quiet. You can use Toggle app to track your time. Yeah, I've never heard of that, but I will check it out. Thanks, Doyle. So I was thinking about, I've been really bad with my planner, which is another thing. I started off so good at the beginning of the year with my planner. I was tracking stuff, doing really well. I felt like my business was doing really well. And then my planning slipped and my business slipped. I think it's all interconnected. I think when I let those types of things go, this is what I notice. When my area gets disorganized, it provides stress, and stress makes me not want to be around here, which right now it's actually not even that bad. It's actually pretty good right now, which just surprises me. If I cleaned it up, I spent the time a couple weeks ago, got all this organized again, yet I still don't want to hang around here during the day. I don't know what it is. I got to get myself out of this like funk I'm in right now. You reminded me I was right to drop Facebook. My time-sucking guilt pleasure is YouTube. Yeah, I know. But the thing with YouTube is I can put on YouTube, and I know that there's people here that are listening, right? Because there's 21 right now watching. You're not all chatting, and I'm perfectly okay with that. Because if you're listening and you're working, right, getting your work done is the most important thing. As much as I love for those that are chatting with me too, though. But YouTube is nice because you can put it on and you can be packing. And, I have a big monitor right here. I'll put it on and I'll do work and I can just look over. A lot of times I just listen, but if it's something I need to see what they said or showing, I can look over and see. Otherwise, I just like to listen. But with Facebook, you can't just listen unless it's a Facebook Live. You can't just listen. You're reading. You have to be interactive. And you can't do other stuff. You can't take pictures of something and be reading Facebook. So does Kidizen work for you? I had my first sale on Kidizen, first one. So I don't know. I think I maybe have like 10 items listed right now. I really need to give a little more attention to it to see. It was just kind of one of those things where if you're using a cross-posting platform like I do with Vendu, which by the way, if anybody wants to try out Vendu, I'm not getting paid by them. It's not a sponsored anything, but I do have a link down below because I think you get like extra days or something. I think instead of 7 days free, you get 10 days or I don't even know. I don't even know what you get, but there's some benefit for using my link. I get something. I don't even know what I get. Honestly, I just don't even know. You don't even have to use my link if you want to go try it. I just think that it's, if you're using a program like that to cross-post something that you've just listed on eBay, and now this I'm going to put it on Mercari and Poshmark because I put my toys on Poshmark too. It is so simple to click Kidizen, and then you have to change like 2 or 3 things. Like it's so simple. Especially Kidizen's listing is wicked easy. And then just hit submit. Like it takes me a minute, if even that. I should time it sometime. It's really, really quick. So once you get your account set up, it's so easy just to go ahead and do it. You can only enter a tracking number through the Kidizen app. Okay, it is cheaper to print your own label. Oh, so it would have to go into the app? Well, that's a pain because I would copy and paste it on my computer, and then I would have to literally hand enter that very long line. No, that's a pain. That is a pain. Stupid. What is it with these newer apps? They want everything to be done on the app. No, I don't like using the app. I like using a laptop. I like sitting here and having all this stuff in front of me. I like a huge keyboard. I like using a mouse. I don't want to have to sit there and type with my my fat fingers and the little tiny numbers. No. YouTube is my friend. It's always on the back. I do like YouTube. I do like YouTube. I listen to it in the car. I listen to it when I'm getting ready in the morning. I listen to it when I'm watching or eating lunch, eating breakfast, and a variety of things. I'll be watching craft-related ones. I watch slot machines. Brian Christopher, I love his channel. He's who I watch when I'm blow drying my hair because I don't have to listen to it. I can just watch it. Excuse me for coughing. I really wish I had a soda right now. Okay, so I think that's it. Let me just make sure that's it for sales. I think that was it. Yep, nothing's there. All right, I want to share my screen. Oh no, I'm going to share my screen because I want to show you guys something. I got to share this one. All right. I have a public service announcement. No, it's not. It's not a public service. It's a Tamara service announcement. If you all could go to this right here, I'm going to make it up big. I'm going to put this into the chat. So open up another window. You can stay with me. You don't have to leave me. But if you could go to this group and like it, join the group. It is it's a public group, so there's no, like, you'll automatically belong to the group. This is the new web page or new Facebook page for my mom and I and the crafts that we're doing. So a lot of these you guys have seen me share on here on my channel. I'm going to slowly start posting these as people start joining. But this is just stuff that my mom and I are making. You may not be interested in either of these things, but there might be something that will pop up on here that you'll say, oh, I really like that. And that would be a great gift for my sister, my mother, my brother, because there's, stuff in here for men too. And we will ship to them. We do say that, we prefer local pickup, but we will definitely ship. Just know that if my mother made it, then the shipping will be delayed because my mother lives 35 minutes from me. So I'm not running over there every day to pick up stuff. So it could possibly be, a week before I ship it, or depending on, she comes here every Wednesday or every Sunday. We do crafts together. So if you were to order on a Friday, it would ship on Monday. But it would just be great to see. It says 0 members, but I think I have 5 members now. Oh, it says 0. Yeah, let me refresh this, see what comes up. I did it incognito. Oh, it still says 0 members. Interesting, because it said 5 members finally joined. Yeah, so if you would like to join, I would really appreciate it. It's called Two Birds Home Decor, and we were trying to come up with a name. I love cardinals. Her last name is Robinson, and they used to have a camp called the Robin's Nest, and we were actually going to call ourselves Robin's Nest Crafts. And so this is actually a robin, and this is a cardinal, and I combined them into this Two Birds Home Decor, which I really just ended up loving the name and the 2 birds that I chose. But yeah, so that's that. If you guys could join, that would be amazing. I would love it. If you just go to facebook.com/groups/Two Birds Home Decor. So that's primarily what we're selling, is home decor stuff. I don't know, maybe in the future we might have more than that, but primarily that's what we do. Again, we'll drop ship it right to somebody if you end up wanting something. And of course, if you want to drop ship my stuff, I'm okay with that. Sell it on other platforms. Just don't sell it on the platforms I'm on. But even if you did that, I'm okay with that too. Okay, so that is that. Oh, and let me close that, because that was, I did it on incognito. Did I say that? I didn't want to show, like, I'm going to go grab a soda. Hold on just 1 second. Don't look at my outfit. It doesn't match. My outfit doesn't match today. I'm like, don't look. It's actually not soda. It's sparkling water, but I call it my soda. The problem is I got empty ones here. I don't want to grab the wrong one. Okay. Well, thank you for joining, you guys. I appreciate it so much. If we're Facebook friends, I may have already invited you. Okay. So let's test out the theory of promoted listings. I wanted to do what, let me do, oh, you know what? Let's go back to, I'm going to close that. I'm going to go back to an incognito window. I'm going to share with you guys here in a second. Give me a minute to get this open up on the screen. Let's do a test of if you were buying something on eBay. Let's see. If anybody wants to throw out something that you're selling, let me know. If you have a search term, I am incognito, so it doesn't know where I live. It doesn't know anything like that. So I haven't logged in and put anything in. But let's say I wanted to sell, let's look at array. Actually, let's do clothing. How many of you guys sell clothing? Let's do a Tommy Hilfiger. All right, let's just choose a polo. And let's do it based upon list view. There we go. All right, this is what we want to look at. So we're going to look at how many are sponsored, how many are new listings, and how many are auctions, and then how many are just your traditional buy it now. This is what he did a while ago, and I'm wondering if things have changed. So as you can see, the very first thing is a sponsored listing. Second one's sponsored. Third one is sponsored. Fourth is sponsored, right? So if you are promoting your items, here you go, 4 of them right now. That one is a brand new listing, another sponsored, a brand new, oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. I say brand new. It's a brand new clothing. It's not a new listing. Okay, so this is a buy it now regular listing. It would say like new or something like that to show it's a new listing. Brand new clothing. Okay, so there's a first one, a regular buy it now. Another sponsored. There's a regular one. Now this one is a top rated plus seller. Was this one up here? No. All right, there's a regular. Oh, this is an auction. Right, so not a buy it now, it's an auction. All right, see right here where it says new listing? This is what I was looking for. This is a new listing. So far we've seen just normal buy it now listings. There's a new one, there's a new one, and this is a new one plus an auction. Another new listing. There's a regular one. A regular one. A regular. I say regular because most listings on here are buy it nows. Sponsored, 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 sponsored. Regular, regular. All right, this has got a bid. 22 bids on this. A new listing. Regular, regular. All right, so there actually is quite a bit of just normal buy it now listings on here. They're not all falling into those other formats. But as you can see, a lot of them are, not a lot, but you know, there's auctions here. Hey, Mom, see you later. There are other auctions and definitely quite a few sponsored. Look at this one is considered great price. Like, how do they get that on there? Because it's a $25 item. They're not top rated plus. They are doing free shipping, but not free returns. I wonder how they get that great price up here. Look at, they put their price in their title. You're not supposed to do that. That's like a negative on building titles. So let's see up here, how many brand news buy it nows were under $20, $25. It's got a bid, that's 35, 32, pre-owned. It's got bids. All right, so look at this. Here is a brand new $20 with free shipping. Why does this not say great price? What's up with that? How come that one doesn't have it, but this one down here has it? That said great price. Let's see who that seller is. It's not a professional picture, so I can't imagine it's a big name seller. No, it's not. 2 sold. This is the last one. I don't know. Interesting that they got that great price put on theirs. The price below that one is a better price. Yeah, but this one's 25, or this is a 99-cent, but it's a bid. It's an auction. Claudia says, you made me go into Facebook after months away. I did it just to join your group. I had over 200 notifications. Wow. Well, don't join my group now because that group is, hopefully, if anybody's in that group, you can go ahead and post whatever you want because there's nobody there. There's no admin in that group right now. That group is a free-for-all. Yeah, here's another one that's free 4-day shipping, $18.95. That didn't get great price. How come that one doesn't say great price? That is so weird. There's another new listing. Okay, so let's put in another search. What should we search for? I'm waiting to see if anybody types anything. All right, let's put in Ray Dunn mug. You know, we've been talking about Ray Dunn mugs. Let's look at some Ray Dunn mugs. If you come up with something, put it in there, and I will look at it later. Oh, if you said I did it just to join your group, if you're talking about my group I just created, Claudia, thank you. I thought you meant my Yellow Brick Road reselling group. That's no longer around. But if you're talking about my 2 birds, thank you for joining that group. I All right, so Ray done. So we got sponsored, 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 sponsored. Lowest price on eBay? What kind of title is that? Right? You wouldn't think that's a very good title, but look at that. They're right there at the top. First of all, they tell you that punctuation is not supposed to be in your listings unless it's, like mandatory part of a name or something. But that's interesting. They got that and this dash. Those are both like negatives, but here it is right at the top. Right down. So there's your, oh no, this one's an auction, a new listing. So here's your very first regular listing. New listing, regular, new listing, regular. All right, so here's another batch of sponsored. So I guess in reality, there's actually, if you don't promote, you still can be pretty good on the top on the page. Like it's not, see if any of these say great price on them. There is definitely a push given to new listings. I mean, they're right up there. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. I'm gonna mute you guys for a second. I guess if you want to sneeze to go away, you just need to tell somebody you're gonna sneeze because it went away. All right, so yeah, I don't see any of these that say great price. No, none of them. Well, I would say out of the two testings I just did, that definitely if you're selling probably that's something that's highly saturated, like those shirts, it took a while before you finally started to see a regular listing of just your regular buy it nows. But when you look at your like the rate done, it seemed like there was more of the regular buy it nows like right away. So I don't know. Maybe things have changed. Maybe the algorithms have changed since he did that last. But I know when I was watching his show, so many of them were constantly buy it nows. So many of them were either promoted, a new listing, or an auction. They were getting priority over regular buy it nows. I've got some Seahorse Mermaid Lululemon pants, but still not listed yet. Got them for like $2 at the thrift store. Wow, I bet you those will do really well. People right now, well, Lululemon has been so hot for so long, and I think it's still so hot because it's casual pants. People are home working, home watching their kids. Like there's just so much. People like look. I'm like, I don't even match. My outfit doesn't even match today because who's seeing me besides you guys? I looked at what I got. I'm like, hey, nothing needs to be specialized box, so I won't have to get up. You'll only see me from here up. Now I got a pair of capri leggings on today, but they don't match my shirt. Two different patterns. Well, folks, let's see. An hour and a half in, I got all my stuff packaged. I need to let my husband know so he can bring it to the post office. And I got a late start today too. I'm probably just going to do kind of another lazy day today. I'm feeling kind of weird today, like really tired when I woke up this morning, kind of icky. It is yucky outdoors, and I think sometimes that just makes my mood different. Like if it's a nice, beautiful day, my moods are always more upbeat than when it's a crappy day. But I do have an FBA order I need to do. I want to get that done, and then I got to clean my guest room because I got company coming tomorrow, and I got to get that cleaned up. Even though my father-in-law, he only sleeps in the recliner that we put in the bedroom for him, my bed is covered with craft stuff. I need to get that cleaned out and organized just so he doesn't get stressed when he goes to bed, even though he's not sleeping in the bed. The bed is covered with stuff right now. Hard to find for me. What's hard to find for you, Doyle? What did I miss? Hope so. And now they have that mirror thing. So yeah, it's been hot for a while. Oh yeah, the what mirror thing does Lululemon have? What did I miss? I was listening to, as always, I was listening to something and they were talking about it was like not a, they don't call it a bolo. What the heck do they call it? It was on the Pure House of Podcast. They have a segment where they kind of like celebrate somebody who did really well. And the person had purchased a shirt or jacket, sweatshirt. It was something like that Travis Scott, who I don't even know who he is, but they made a burger at McDonald's about him a few months ago. But maybe he's a singer. Something he wore, and somebody had a picture of him. So then they found that at the Goodwill, the store that must not be named is what they call it on that show. And and he made like $150 off from it. It was really, really good flip for him, because you watch, if you follow people and you see what they're wearing, like, I don't take the time to do that. I'm not into clothes. I think if I did mainly clothes, then it would be really, really wise of you to follow on Instagram and TikTok some of the high, like, trendsetters, social influencers that people are talking about, that are in the news, to see what they wear. Because all it takes is one TMZ photo of Khloe Kardashian wearing a certain shirt, and then everybody wants that shirt. It's crazy. Oh, it's an interactive mirror to exercise with. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I don't exercise. You see your goals, where you're at, stuff like that. Oh, that's pretty cool. Hey, maybe I should find some of them and flip them. Good morning, drummer. Hey, drummer, do you play the drums? Never asked you that. I'm assuming. I guess I just assumed. Wait a minute. Is your picture a picture of drums? Maybe. It's so hard to tell on here because, your pictures are like this teeny tiny bit. They're tiny. So I think, just to give you guys an update of where my head is at lately, I really am going to get back into Amazon again. I said in my video the other day, I got to shit or get off the pot. That saying, I'm kind of like, all right, I got to do something, and I'm going to get back into it. I got to start scanning again. Just maybe pivot my business, maybe get back into bundles, which a friend of mine is doing a bundle right now. And it kind of inspired me that maybe I need to look back into that. Them in the past, they weren't successful. But I think when it comes to Amazon, especially private label, which it's really not a private label product, but, bundling, I guess, could somewhat be called private label, that sometimes you're going to win them and sometimes you're going to lose them. So, but the whole thing is getting back on that horse, as they say. I'm all about the phrases today, right? All those popular phrases. Sometimes you just need to do that and just keep pushing, right? Don't stay down. And unfortunately, I've stayed down for, I feel like, too much time. Like, I need to, it's not too much. No time is ever too much. You could be down for 3 or 4 years and still get back up and get going again. It's only been like a couple months, but I need to do something. This is just, it's frustrating me, and I don't like where it is taking in my headspace. And I see a spider. There's a spider going down my window right there. Oh, I don't like spiders. I should name it. I don't even want to kill it because I don't like spiders, but then it's going to get bigger. It's probably a baby and it's going to get bigger because it's a little tiny spider right now. Thanks. Wish my husband was here. I tell him to come kill it. Yeah, so I'm going to start working on that. I really need to get back to my planner. I need to get back to time blocking my time. I've had some people reach out to me and ask about scheduling some one-on-one sessions. I have been so troubled with the thought of charging somebody for my knowledge. I just have had a hard time with that. And I've talked about that on here a lot. But I think I've come to the realization that my time is worth money. And I provide so much free content, but when somebody wants one-on-one, then I think at that point, yeah, I will charge. I'll probably still be a lot less than if you went to anywhere else to do it. I'm still going to continually put out free content. But if anybody wants personalized one-on-one time with me, it's going to take me from doing profitable stuff. So I'm going to have to make that profitable. So I'm going to start looking into doing like a time block schedule, which I think that might get me back on track of spending my time and my focus on the correct stuff. And I don't know, we'll see how that goes. I think for the month of April, I primarily was focusing on Poshmark and trying to get my Poshmark sales up. Well, we're going to be going into May. So I'm kind of going to take that and put it into something else. And now it's going to be this time blocking and trying that out for a month, see how it does, see if it helps with my productivity. I do have some trips coming up in May, though, that, will definitely sidetrack that for a little bit because I'll not be working on business during that time. But I think that it will just be kind of good for me to kind of get myself refocused. I used to do that. I used to say, not time as in throughout the day time block, but I would say, okay, on Tuesdays I'm doing this, Wednesdays I'm doing this. I'm going to source here on this day. I'm going to source here on this day. I'm going to package and ship to Amazon on this day. I had a schedule, and that has definitely gone by the wayside. I'm just willy-nilly, whatever I feel like when I get up in the morning is what I've been doing, and it's not working. I got to get myself back into the business mode, business thinking, to get back on track, to start, making more money and all that. So, all right, that's it. Those are my thoughts for the day. I hope you guys take that time every now and then for you to think about your own business and where you're at. And if you're not where you're at, because there's times when I feel like I'm not working very hard, but I'm very happy with where I'm at. But if you're not happy, then what are you going to do to fix it? What can you do to fix it? And I feel like looking at your time and how you're spending your time, for me, that's the big thing, is taking my time and seeing where I'm spending it and just realigning myself. I've had a lot of time off lately. I think I just need to focus myself back into not so much time off. Hey, good morning, Karen. Welcome. Sorry, we're going to be saying goodbye because I'm done for the moment. I do not think I'll be back tomorrow, which I normally do a show on Friday. I'm going to go out and hit some garage sales, and then I got to bring my cat to the vet. But I will be back definitely Mondays. I'll always have a Monday show unless I'm deathly sick, because Mondays I'm just here because that's my biggest mailing day normally. And so here I am. I will see you guys definitely Monday. I hope you have a great weekend. If I feel up to it, I might come back live later. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, I will see you guys on Monday. Have a great weekend. Bye, guys.